Lab 1 density using the kit. You will need the following kit items. You will need 2 copper tubes and 2 bronze tubes and a measuring cup. You will also need the balance or scale that you purchased, and you'll need some water. First, measure the mass of the copper tubes by placing the copper tubes on your balance and then reading the mass in grams. You will record the mass of the copper tubes on question 11. Fill the measuring cup with approximately 20 milliliters of water. You need to record the actual volume on question 12. You may find that it's easy if you put a line with a magic marker where the initial volume is. Place the copper tubes in the water and measure the final volume of the water. You may find it easier to use a line with a magic marker for the initial reading and the final reading. The water level is going to rise when you add your copper tubes. You'll record the final volume for question 13. You need to calculate the change in volume when you added the copper tubes by subtracting the final volume, question 13, minus the initial volume, question 12. That will give you question 14. Question 15, calculate the density of copper. Question 11 is the mass grams of copper. Divide that by the change in volume when you added the copper tubes to the water, which is question 14. You will repeat the experiment with the bronze tubes, which are kind of gold looking. The first thing you do is you find the mass by placing the bronze tubes on your balance. You record the mass in grams, and this is question 16. You need to fill the cup up again to approximately 20 milliliters. You'll record the initial volume. You need to read it accurately. This is question 17. You may find it easier if you draw a line with a magic marker where you start. Then you're going to find the final volume. You will take your 2 brass or bronze tubes and you'll place them in the water. The water level will rise. You'll record the final volume, question 18. Again, a magic marker may help you determine before the initial and after the final. Now you're going to find the change in volume due to adding the bronze or brass tubes to the water. You take the final volume, question 18, minus the initial volume, question 17, and you get the change in volume, question 19. Finally, you will calculate the density, question 20, of bronze or brass by taking the mass, question 16, divided by the change in the volume, question 19. And you're finished.